The TikTok teacher who sleeps with her students. Let's do it, y'all.
Teachers can have connections with kids, and I feel like that's one of the most important parts of teaching. Suspect has a cult following of high school boys.
Wait. Wait, yo. Bro, I saw Peoria out of the corner of my eye. And sorry, it took me a second to register. Bro, that's where I grew up. Bro, that's where I grew up. Dude, I'm so curious what school it's at. Because I probably know the fucking school, bro.
Teachers can have connections with kids, and I feel like that's one of the most important parts of teaching. Suspect has a cult following of high school boys.
Suspect's best friends are students.
They're nice to me.
Sometimes you just really like a teacher. Their teaching style works for you, they're relatable, they have a good vibe, they're funny sometimes, and in general, they're just an overall comfort in the stressful environment that is school. And sometimes a teacher really likes you because they're a predator. Okay.
I forgot my friend's funny. Shouts out to Allie. She funny as hell. Allie's hair is dope as fuck. No, bro, she's cool as hell, chat. Allie's cool as hell. Make sure you subscribe to her. I'll send the link after this.
I jumped the gun just a little bit. But hey, that is not an incorrect statement, unfortunately, especially when it comes to Haley Beck. This is a case that has absolutely blown up on social media, especially because Haley is Noah Beck's sister.
Oh.
This story was bound to blow up to some extent because she is the sibling of a famous TikToker, but it's also blowing up because it's fucking insane. Not only
Chat, what happened to Noah Beck? Does he still make videos? I'm not gonna lie, bro. A bunch of those people who blew up on TikTok a long time ago, I have no clue what they're up to anymore. Noah Beck? Does he make YouTube content still? What is bro doing? Well, now he's probably not doing. Oh yeah, a year ago, 2 years ago. Wow, bro is his TikTok active? I feel like so many of those people just fell off the face of the earth. Noah Beck. They got their 2020 bag and then just disappeared. Oh, this is from a day ago, 2 days ago. Yeah. End of April, oh no, that's end of May. May. Nope, sorry, not May, March. I'm stupid. Ignore me. February. Okay. I mean, bro probably got so much of his bag. If he didn't blow it all, bro's probably fine, right? That's so wild. Who is that? Oh, he's on a TV show? The new Baywatch reboot? All right, you know what? Good for him, man. I mean, he didn't, as far as I know, he didn't do anything wrong so far, but that's kind of crazy. I like when people in this industry level up.
is this a case involving one teacher and one student, it is a case involving two teachers and several students, and many adults that knew what was happening.
I'm so curious what school this is now because that would have never flown in my school. I don't know how y'all, granted, I went to a really small school, but I don't know how it flew in your guys' schools. We knew everything. We knew everything that was happening, bro. There were no secrets of who was dating and shit, or if there were to be honest, there were some not over the line, but weird question mark relationships between teachers and students.
While scrolling through TikTok, this popped up on my feed.
Point of view, Haley Beck was your teacher in 23-24. It's 2023, 2024.
I didn't think much about it because Noah Beck is just not a creator I keep up with at all. But then I got another video to my feed.
I don't know if I fucking told you guys.
Point of view, you're faded, and Mrs. Beck pulls up to a high school graduation party.
But Miss Beck is fucking here. He told you, he's like, yeah, just pull up to my grad party. What's gonna be my grad party? Hey, pull up. He's tripping because fucking Miss Beck is here, bro. Look at this.
Wait a damn minute. Didn't that first video say that Haley Beck was a teacher?
Yes.
And this video shows that she's at a high school graduation party playing Pong with her students?
Yes.
Well, in that case, yeah, I gotta look into this. Because what? What?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm pretty sure a couple of my teachers came to my graduation party, but to be fair, we weren't like drinking or anything like that. Like it wasn't like really a party. Like I went to a very sheltered school, bro. I went to an extremely sheltered school. Hey, what up, Kai? Hope your stream went really, really well. Oh my God, you're rating me. Dude, people, sorry. I gotta be nonchalant. My bad. Kai, thank you for the rate of 43 people, bro. No work. You only had 43 people? I'm sorry. That was mean. I'm sorry. Wait, no, it's Kai. Just kidding. I'm not sorry, bro. I'm not sorry at all, bro. Not even a little bit. What up, Raiders? Welcome to my stream. You're finally out of the torment of being entertained by Kai, and you're to the promised land, which is my stream. Guys, we are reacting to my friend Allie's video. She made a video about Haley Beck, who is the old TikToker's sister, Noah Beck's sister. And apparently she was doing some crazy, creepy shit with her students. So, Sarby, use your manners. When have I had manners, Firecats? Listen, I force you guys to have manners, but I never said that I had to have manners. Just my chatters, bro. Just my chatters. Dude, my old history teacher was investigated and arrested for sexual abuse against minors between 13 and 17. We've had multiple similar scandals, probably because the high school is ran by an abusive MAGA POS. Bro, I swear to you guys, though, teachers just breed, like, that environment for people to sneak in, right? Like, it's a bunch of kids who are there for a majority of the day who are vulnerable. Like, a bunch of kids don't have good home lives, or they're isolated by their peers, and that gives, like, people who have power around them, aka teachers, a space to pull some fuck shit, bro. It's really sad. Like, as much as I'm sure the superintendent at that school didn't help, like, I think this is something that's become more and more not popular. That's not the right way to put it, but more and more frequent because of just how easy it is to, like, gain access and communicate with people. Like, I've heard of that shit at almost every school, man. I would stay here and be a hater, but I have to face LA traffic. No worries, Kai. Do your thing. Thank you for rating me. I appreciate you as much as I'll make fun of you.
Haley Beck is, or was, a 27-year-old history/psychology teacher. Was a 27-year-old history.
What? What the hell is going on, bro? I'm sorry. That is not the point. But, like, I don't know about you guys, but my teacher would have beat my ass if I had a fucking dog plushie on my head or on my shoulders. Like, what the fuck?
Psychology teacher and girls soccer coach at a high school in Peoria, Arizona. Although,
oh my God, Centennial, bro! I know exactly where that is. Holy shit! That is not the high school I would have gone to if I went to a normal, not nerdy high school. But I know exactly where that is, bro. That's crazy.
Public knowledge. Anything that is redacted, such as the high school's name, I'm not going to be saying in this high school in Peoria.
You know what? Like, good on her for not saying the name. It's kind of funny. Bro. It's kind of funny that, like, literally 10 seconds earlier, There is a jersey with the name of the school. That's so funny, bro. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to tell her that. Guys, Allie does a great job with these videos. Like, that is a very easy mistake. Whatever. Totally get it. But yeah, I forgot to blur the jersey for real.
Peoria, Arizona. Although very public knowledge, anything that is redacted, such as the high school's name, I'm not going to be saying in this video. In fact, anything that's redacted in this video, besides one person, is not going to be named here, as almost every single person involved was a minor at the time or is still currently a minor who is involved with this police report. The police report begins after a tip from a woman named Jessica McMillan was sent to the Peoria Police Department on August 4th, 2025, stating, "I spoke once to Haley about how I feel her relationship was inappropriate with all of the kids. However, I know that last year's team has a lot of info about a boy she had an inappropriate teacher/student relationship with. He would meet her during non-school hours and definitely was Snapchatting him." And that is important to remember because that means people at the school knew about this since 2024.
That's crazy. Snapchatting people? That's insane. That is insane, bro. If you are a student-teacher relationship, even text messages sus. Snapchat is like, wee woo, you're doing some fuck shit. Keep that shit to an email, bro. God damn.
Cool. Knew about this since 2024. Cool. So cool. But a lot more was happening besides a few Snapchats and a few meetups outside of school. Based on all of the investigation interviews, here is a general rundown of what was being said about Haley Beck in these police reports. She was extremely close to students that she wanted to be close with, behaving way more like a close to students that she wanted to.
That is a crazy photo. Is he sitting on her lap? Oh my God. That is, wow. Talk about wildly inappropriate, bro.
To be close with, behaving way more like a friend or peer than a teacher. Haley would gossip with her students, asking for insider information on what other classmates thought about her. She had phone numbers for many of the students. Kids would bring her snacks and drinks all the time, and she would beg the football players to come hang out in her classroom, even pulling them out of class to do so. But all of that is just the tip of the iceberg. Like her inviting the football players over to her apartment complex to come swim, hanging out in teenage boys' cars after school was over, running into students when out and eating with them at restaurants, playing beer pong with her students at graduation parties. Wow, can you believe that we haven't even gotten to the illegal things yet and you already feel this uncomfortable? One specific interview had me taking breaks because I got...
Like, does she have adult friends? You know? Like... Like, this is... And I mention this in my videos all the time whenever we hear about, like, somebody past high school hanging out with people in high school. It's like, dude, unless, like, you just, like, have to. You're at a big function with multiple different types of people. Like, if you have the opportunity to hang out with actual adults and you choose high schoolers, like, that is such a red flag. And also, bro, like, get a life. You know? Why are you dependent on younger people who probably just, like, think you're cooler and you have, like, power over? Like, hanging out with them is fucking weird.
This uncomfortable. One specific interview had me taking breaks because I got so uncomfortable. I do not believe in finding a victim's personal information. That's very, very wrong, especially when it is redacted. But as she has come out with a very successful story time that I do want to reference, it has, I think, like almost 2 million likes at this point. It feels okay to state that her name is London and use her name when referencing her statements. London made it known that everyone thought Haley Beck was weird and way too flirty with the boys, bringing up that she was aware her boyfriend was primarily messaged by Haley and had seen her outside of school. She also knew that Haley was sending him money and would get upset when he didn't reply fast enough. Haley would send victim A
on a teacher's salary is crazy. Like, girl, I know how much those teachers in Arizona are making. It is not sugar mama money. Yeah, like what? Like, not only should you not be doing it, but like on a teacher salary is crazy, bro. Like, what? Huh? Wait, did it say that he was sending her money or she was sending them money?
Would get in her outside of school. She also knew that Haley was sending him
money. Okay, it's not her sending him, or it's not her asking them for money, it's her sending them money. That's crazy.
Get upset when he didn't reply fast enough. Haley would send victim A photos of herself for advice on what to post to her Instagram and followed many of her students on social media on top of having their phone numbers. At the time, London did find all of this very, very strange, but she didn't report it because of what she says in her storytime video.
But I did know about her texting him and sending him money, trying to hang out with him, because I was aware that she was doing this with other boys on the team as well. The only reason I didn't report it is because I felt like it wasn't my place to, because so many people knew about it and it hadn't involved me yet.
And before any of you guys say anything as well, these are teenagers. Okay? What you might feel is common sense just isn't always the case, and it is easy to scream from the other side of your phone, just say something, but this is what these children were used to at this point because Haley wasn't the only teacher that was getting around. London at one point—
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that, bro. That's crazy. There's another player in this game. I forgot about that, man. This like, oh my god. Yeah, bro, don't blame the high schoolers on this, man. Like, how are they supposed to fucking know? And like, they can't, like, I'm sure, dude, I hope with my kid, I can have a relationship with them if I have a kid that's like, hey, if you hear some fuck shit about this, like, I want you to come to me for advice. Like, I want my, like, the relationship between parent and kid is not one where like a kid feels comfortable, at least like the stereotypical one, where a kid feels comfortable where they're like, hey, I hear about this shit. It's kind of wild. I'm going to go talk to my parents about it and see what they have to say. Like, that's why we have a bunch of these problems too, bro. It's like parents need to be better about like allowing their kids to come and have hard conversations with them, even if they don't like it, because it just keeps your kids and other kids safer. 100%.
To her classmate and asked him if Miss Beck was also being strange with him, like she was with her boyfriend. And he told her to go ask Miss Beck herself because he didn't want to say anything. Oh my god, she had these high school boys trained to protect her and keep her name safe. London's boyfriend, aka victim A, would drop his laptop off at Haley Beck's house for her to do his homework, and he would just swoop it up later with it all completed. Haley also apparently had very strong one-sided beef with London. And in London's terms, she was being stalked by Haley.
Okay, get ready with me while I tell you guys about how Haley Beck stalked and harassed me my entire junior and senior year, all while hooking up with my high school boyfriend at the time.
She would go around asking if the two of them were still dating and if it was serious.
There was also this specific time where she was telling one of the football boys on our team that I was stealing her boyfriend and that she needed to get rid of me.
Lord have mercy. One of the times she brought Miss Beck a drink and she texted victim A, never have your little girlfriend bring me stuff again. Oh my god, she's fucking psychotic.
Bro, what? Dude, that's actually so fucking crazy. Oh, is the video and audio unsynced? Hold on, let me do it this way, guys. Oh, we fixed it. All right, I don't know why the fuck, chat. I think it just was on a different... I honestly, I genuinely don't know why. I just had to like change, instead of it being on default, I had to change it to like my actual, what do you call it? Like my actual I don't know. That was really confusing, you guys. I apologize. I don't know why it was like that. That was on some like weird, stupid, annoying shit. Thank you for pointing that out, Chad. I appreciate it. Okay.
Victim of the time she brought Miss Beck a drink, and she texted victim A, never have your little girlfriend bring me stuff again. Oh my god, she's fucking psychotic. A 27-year-old woman stalking and harassing.
She's 27? Bro, I thought she was at least like maybe 23, 24, 27 is insane. Did she say that already? I missed that if she did. Oh my god.
A high school girl that was once her student because she wanted that girl's high school sweetheart. It's just such a new level of loser. The icing on the cake
Agreed.
is that London once told victim A to unadd Haley on Snapchat just to really show him how obsessed she was with him, and she blew up his phone, profusely calling him a child.
I mean,
yeah. Why, yes, Haley. That would be correct. You're finally getting it. Woo! Can you believe it? You are having manipulative and sexual relations with your student. Everyone give Haley a round of applause. No? All right, good. You all passed the test. Isn't it crazy to think about what kids will do for you when you offer?
I was giving it ironically,
their
chat.
Homework and send them money, give them A's in classes they're struggling in, lie about their attendance, pull them out of classes whenever they want, and boost their ego to make them feel extra special during a very hard and confusing point of their lives? Who would have thought? Something that every interview had in common about.
Just have to give Allie her props because she edits all of her videos on her own. Her editing is spectacular, bro. Spectacular. You failed? I did fail. I was doing it ironically, you know what? When someone does something really stupid and you clap for them, like that's what. All right, we're just gonna play the video.
Haley Beck was that she had been inappropriately talking with students and seeing students outside of school for some time. And, gross, that there is a video of Haley Beck giving victim A head in her classroom that allegedly some students have seen. Besides victim A's girlfriend, London, there was another football player that we will call victim B, who eventually started dating a classmate of his, but Haley did not like that and pulled him out of class to argue with him about it. Haley, what fucking planet do you live on?
What? Dude, that is insane. Insane. Like, video evidence is like, bro, what the fuck? Yeah, Epstein planet, you right, bro. Holy shit.
During the Haley Beck investigation, another teacher from the same school was also being looked into and busted for her involvements with students. I asked to tell me everything she knows about the ongoing investigation. She asked something along the lines of, which one? Angela Burlaka was another teacher trying to get invested with students, sending numerous nudes to football players and owning their Snapchat.
This damn football team, bro. This poor fucking football team, man. They are just holy shit. Like, I almost wonder if Haley and this other teacher had a meeting. Hey, you know where you do this fuck shit is the football team, bro. Oh my God. She was married with kids? Oh my fuck.
Victim A was also in players and owning their Snapchats. Victim A was also involved with Angela Burlaka. Because of that, Angela also had eyes out on London too. She was apparently always trying to ask about him and wondering what they were gonna do when they hung out, when they were gonna be hanging out. Questions a teacher should never be asking. Through people that knew him, they said she started to get really flirty really fast and he got scared. She would send him inappropriate texts and tell him that her husband does not satisfy her enough. She would also tell him to come to class early, but don't tell anybody, and sending messages about wanting to have sex with him, which started when he was 16. The original investigation actually started.
That is fucking insane. Oh my God. Yeah, imagine two teachers being so threatened by a teen girl. For real, bro. For real. If your biggest op is a teenager, that should be an indicator that you're fucking up in life. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. What the fuck, bro? Oh my God, I can't believe people like this are so fucking evil and so fucking stupid. Wow.
Because of Angela, but the original investigation actually started because of Angela, but through it, they also caught Haley. Luckily. By the looks of the report, less people knew about Angela going after students. It seemed to be a lot more surprising for most of them, especially if they were a female student. Enough people knew, though, for there to be a competition of who could get the most photos out of them both. The competition had about 9 boys involved. The video that got her caught, and I'm so sorry for what I'm about to describe because it is so disgusting, is a video of her in the shower using an object on herself and moaning the student's name. They brought her into the station and began asking questions along the lines of personalness with her students, and they delve into the concept of, well, why might a teacher have a student's phone number? She kind of dances around it and then admits that she has a few students' phone numbers, but that's just because they were on a field trip or something along those lines. They then jump the gun and ask her if there would be any reason for a student to have any nude images or videos of her, and she asks for an attorney, which was the end of that.
Bro, like... Yeah, can I have an attorney now? Bro, we have the videos, dog. We have the videos. We have the photos. That you are cooked. You already in the oven, girl. That shit ain't even preheating anymore. You've been in that bitch for 15 minutes. Make everybody's lives easier and just plead guilty right there. Confess.
My camera died, so this is a new day. The intense search to find the name and face of victim A is deeply, deeply disappointing. We're gonna get into it so that there's context with this, but I have just seen so many things pushing away from the reality of this situation. Starting at 16, this high schooler, victim A, was sought out by 2 teachers who abused their power to get what they wanted. It's a boy, and all of a sudden, oh, he's exactly where he wants to be. It's a boy, and he has it under control. It's a boy, and come on, guys will just be guys. The main reason for this whack-ass opinion is because he was getting benefits, and the way that their communication was shown in the police reports, which is only a small handful of their texts, by the way. He would get Haley's debit cards for when he wanted to go off campus for lunch to eat, and occasionally would just flat out send him money. One time specifically,
and I'm not gonna go into it too much. I'm not gonna talk about it very much because I don't like talking about it. Not that I'm traumatized by it by any means, but like it's just not something I want to bring up. Because I don't I'm fine. I've processed it. I've healed from it. I was definitely not in a bad, not like terribly, but definitely coerced by someone who was way out of my age range at 16. And as a full-blown adult, I can very honestly say that was extremely fucked up. No matter what benefits you get out of that, that is always wrong. Like, even at the time, even though I thought it was so cool and I thought I was like the shit for it, I look back at that now and I'm like, wow, that person is an awful person. Awful person. So if anybody is arguing or is even thinking of arguing that like, oh, it's fine, he got benefits from it, he'll be okay. Like, no, dude, it's still fucked up. It's still fucked up. By the way, I want to clarify, just in case anybody sees this who knows me, it was not like no teachers from my school. I just want to throw that out there in case anybody wants to fucking like put together. You would never be able to find this person, bro. You would just never be able to find this person.
Sending $5 per compliment that he gave her. One compliment gets you $5 for gas money. Well, I'm gonna
sorry, wait, I have to hold on.
Her. One compliment, sending $5 would just flat out send him money. One time specifically sending $5 per compliment that he gave her. One compliment gets you $5 for gas money. Well, I'm gonna have to shell out about 5 compliments. Better start now. Well, no, now they're forced. I don't want them anymore. Oh my fucking god, I hate you so much. You are so desperate that you are paying your high school student to give you compliments.
That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. $5 for compliments is insane. Like, Chad, is this the woman version of an incel? Like, for real. Dead ass. If any of you guys ever were like, Sarby, I'll give you $5 if you compliment me, I'd be like, bro, I'm not, like, keep your fucking money, bro. That is insane. What? Pick me final boss, Wormbug, you cooking dog.
He then gives her 5 compliments, but low-key, they're not even really compliments. They're more just statements or observations. I think your boots are very fitting. I think the hat is fire. Okay, belt, I see that. And then her nasty ass self says, was that hard for you to be honest? But he high-key just constantly wrecks her through text. You should have seen me last time I wore this shirt. This shit was tight on me. Crazy. Cough it up. With a
I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. Bro is a victim, but that is so funny. That is so fucking funny. Bro, I'm so sorry. Like, low key, like, bro was milking it. Like, what? Like, he did not care. He just wanted his fucking money from her. That's like, oh my God. She is desperate. Desperate, capitalized, underlined, bolded, italicized, in fucking neon lights on a billboard. Desperate, bro. Oh my God. That honestly made me feel a lot better, because if bro was clapping her with that shit, I have faith that he'll heal from this.
A lot of the text messages that we see in the police report, there's always kind of a demeaning tone, but like, she deserves to be talked to like dirt. So, hey,
Agreed.
sugar mommy, nice to hear from you at the perfect time. Look at you being telepathically connected. You better suck up right now, because I cried myself to sleep last night because you didn't say love you back. He's your student. I also decided...
Bro, that is crazy work. That is, oh my God.
Observations.
Oh,
I
sorry.
think your boots are very, makes me feel used. I also decided I don't like the title of sugar mommy. It makes me feel used. Oh gosh, what title do you prefer, crybaby? Watch it. I fell asleep. Big whoop. Sugar baby requesting money from doll face sugar mama. That conversation also implies that they normally say love you to each other when they're going to bed. If no one was home, then yeah, preferably that. But I guess I'll settle for being a rebellious teen. Yep, like always, a big kid stuck in high school, fucking a high schooler. Why are you complaining and making me feel bad?
Bro, I'm sorry. Like, dude's a victim, but he's eating her up, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, she is getting cooked. Oh my God. Okay, sorry guys. I gotta stop pausing this so much.
Girl, he's making fun of you. In what world are you such a disgusting human being that you want to be with kids so much that you'll just become a punching bag for it? You want to be a pedophile that bad?
Yes, dude. Exactly. That should like nail on the head right there, bro. Like if she's putting up with this shit, like she wants to be a pedophile real bad. Like her deepest desire. If she's putting up with that shit, man, that is wow. Just wow. Oh my God. I didn't think there were people out there that would put up with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not that she doesn't deserve it, but like, oh my girl, get some self-respect. Oh my God.
Outside. Nah, I wish, but I'm staying the night at a friend's. Take your 30-year-old ass home. Fuck are you still having sleepovers for?
Bro, that is fucking crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, oh my God. Guys, this is quality entertainment. Bro, holy shit. He is putting her shit in a blender and just relentlessly blending that shit. This is why teenagers scare me. No, for real, man. Teenagers are mean. Keep them out of my comments, bro. I'm scared. I think if somebody was roasting me this hard, I think I would just retire, dog. I think I'd have to just stop like streaming.
You guys get the point, but you are still wrong if you believe that he is not a victim.
Yes.
When this started, at him being 16 from June 20th, 2025 to August 2nd, 2025, the two shared a total of 4,170 text messages. Just text messages too, by the way. I don't think I have ever even sent 4,000 text messages in a year. They had a connection form that was Haley's responsibility to never start. As much as people, for some odd reason, want to believe so bad that he wasn't a victim because of the way that he talked to her and talked to...
Notice how they're both men? Only men would say some shit like that. But also, by the way, chat, men who get no game. It's always the men who are incels who just want to be touched by a woman justifying an older woman touching a teenager. By the way, Chad, is there any way to check how many text messages you sent? Because I'm curious now. I'm like, I wonder how many text messages I send, you know? If you text me that much, leave me alone. I don't want it. I kind of agree with you, Kay. Y'all, honestly, big FaceTime boy. Big FaceTime boy. Anybody? Bueller? That is kind of crazy, bro. 4,000 messages, not even in what? What'd she say? Like 6 months? I sent 76,000 texts last year. I think you have to ask your phone provider for that info. All right, well, we're not doing all that.
About her to others, it doesn't fucking matter. There's still a lot that we do not know. A lot that we do not know. They were talking before that. We just don't know what, about, and how often. Once the investigation with Angela Burlaka started, she told him to delete everything, and she did the exact same. We don't know what was deleted. And while, yes, some of the texts they shared, he had a demeaning tone, many of the students that were interviewed clearly observed that they had a very flirty relationship in school, that they were hugging all the time and he was often in her room. I promise you, there is a lot that we are not seeing. If he wasn't a victim, then why was allegedly Haley Beck's brother offering hush money? Looked it up, by the way. She only has one brother.
Whoa, wait. So Noah Beck was offering hush money for this shit? Bruh. All right. Well, now he's kind of on my shit list. That's fucking gross.
Brother. She put him in a situation where he would have to fear for her safety. If you speak up, it hurts me, by the way, but I will give you anything you want, so it's worth it. I am feeding into your fantasy that a lot of teenage boys have. But remember, if you tell on me, not only will you stop receiving money, good grades, perfect attendance, all of your homework done, pleasure, and more, I'm going to lose my job. It's really interesting too because he moved to California to finish high school his senior year, and that's when he finally sat down with an adult and explained what was happening. But yeah, no, not a victim at all. You know, him moving to another state definitely didn't make him feel more comfortable to do that. On page 52, it clearly states that he was too scared to cooperate with police and told his girlfriend, London, that he knew the situation was weird and that he was planning on blocking her at the end of the school year, but that he cannot fail the class. But you're so right. You're so right. So right. Not a victim. No, not a victim.
Holy shit, man. That was like, y'all, and the other crazy part to this is like none of these guys were like in love with her. They all saw this as a game. Like they literally, like she said, they literally had a competition of who could get more like pictures and videos from them. Like this wasn't about, oh, I'm in love with this teacher. It was, I'm competing with my friends. And on top of that, am getting money from this. That's so crazy, man. Oh my God, I hope this girl gets fucking life in prison. Both of them, by the way. I know it's very focused on Haley Beck, but...
Throughout reading this police report, I've severely lost hope in adults protecting...
Sorry, guys. I want it.
...kids. The adults involved were absolute...
No!
Many adults knew what was going on, including victim A's football coach and his own mother. Trisha explained she knew of having sex with a teacher named Haley Beck. Hey Trisha, is this thing on? You're a terrible mother.
Is her mother Trisha Paytas? Like what the fuck?
On top of that, it is also very likely that Haley's parents knew as well because he had gone over to their house. Haley Beck has her own place, and he went over to her parents' house. I mentioned that when victim A moved to California
Wait a minute.
Knew as top of that, it is also very likely that Haley's parents...
What the fuck? Audio no longer synced. What? Bro, I'm gonna fucking crash out. All right, Chad, just help me keep an eye on that. That's so fucking dumb. That's so stupid. I'm putting my head through a wall, bro.
Haley's parents knew as well her own place, and he went over to her parents' house. I mentioned that when victim A moved...
Anyways, what I was trying to say is like, bro, how are there so many fucking adults that know? And none of them, especially the victim's mother, were like, yeah, we should probably do something about this. Like, what the hell? I really do hope this victim, like, berates his mother for just letting him be a fucking victim.
Moved to California from Arizona, where all this started. He sat down with his grandma and told her a lot of things. Not everything, but he told her a lot of things. Which, by the way, is really the only adult that I trust in this case. He told his grandma that 2 teachers were interested in him and showed her 2 videos of Angela Burlaka. She wanted to get these videos off of his phone so that she could report them to the police. So he took his phone away because he didn't want anyone to get into trouble, especially because he says he knows at least 3 other students are involved. He complied with her and sent one of the videos over, which was a video that did not have Angela's face in it, but she still sent it to the police station like an adult. Shut page 50.
Shout out to grandma, bro. At least someone's acting like an adult, bro.
A principal from another school got wind of Haley talking to her students. Brandy explained that no one wants to say anything, but the children are talking about Haley being in contact with all the time. They had photos which they described as inappropriate of Haley Beck in a bikini and brought it up to the main school's athletic director. Oh shit, Samuel, thank you. Can you send me those photos? This is not the first time we've had an issue or have had to talk to her. Of course, we do not know what that entails.
Bro, you're telling me the school has had previous issues about this and they just gave her a warning? Like, what?
But it definitely brings up the question of what did they find out in the past that wasn't enough for them to take more serious actions? What have they known about when it's truthfully been clear this entire time that something was going on and she was pushing the boundaries of what a student-teacher relationship should be? In terms of his football coach, he admitted that victim A told him that he had said some inappropriate things to a teacher and that him and Haley Beck had been texting. When learning from the principal that Redacted was potentially involved with a teacher, he made it known that he felt the boy was not a victim. That's not up to you to decide. John, his coach...
Shoot him. Sorry, guys. Sarby's playing judge and jury today. Shoot him with a firearm in Fortnite. Bare minimum castrate. Like, what the fuck? I hope he got fired. I hope he gets charged too, bro. I hope he gets charged too.
Did not want to speak to police or to the school about this incident because he thought it may hurt his football career. Hey! What? And remember when I said that his grandma is the only good adult in this situation? Psych!
No!
She also didn't want him involved with this case because it might hurt his possible football career, in which the detective told her, like an adult should be saying. I explained to Rochelle, I understand their focus on athletic scholarship. However, it is important to recognize the allegations made would make a victim. Thank you for saying what all of us should be thinking. There's bigger fish to fry here than a possible football career. He hasn't even graduated from high school yet. As I'm talking to you, he has still not graduated high school. What, Allie?
No, bro, for real. Like, what? Yeah, scholarships are not worth your child being sexually assaulted. For real. And the person that did it getting away with it. Also, like, is that a thing? Are schools just walking around like, yeah, son, you're so good at football, we were gonna give you a scholarship, but then you got sexually assaulted by one of your teachers. Sorry, no scholarship for you. Like, okay, let's put that on the news and burn them at the stake. Is that actually a fucking thing?
London's mother, aka Victim A's girlfriend, says it seems is more concerned about his impression, image, and football than doing what is right. It seems the parents and adults in his life are pushing him to be quiet. What is so sad, though, is that he should not be in this position where he has to do what's right. He should be able to be a normal high school student just worrying about his possible football career. But instead, two adult teachers selfishly allowed a kid into their life to take advantage of, and now they all have a fucked up issue on their hands. I've said victim A, and I briefly mentioned victim B. And there's actually a victim C as well.
Oh
so
my
there are
God.
3 known victims that are in this police report involved.
Well,
with
I guess there's technically 9, right? Because 9 of them were competing for photos from these teachers. At least.
Beck, but they are all not being cooperative with police because of their parents saying so. And because the police are losing that big chunk of information, there is a lot less that can possibly be charged. And we don't know, and probably will never know, the extent of what her other victims experienced. Believe it or not, there is not enough evidence to charge Haley with engaging with a minor, as there is only enough evidence with victim A after he turned 18.
But it's okay. I just want to make out and suck your dick, to be honest. That's what? Oh, fuck.
As there is only enough evidence with victim A after he turned 18, even though the police reports make it pretty clear that they were talking before then and that he was still her student. Not enough, I guess. What they were able to charge her with was financial obligations, aka as she had sent him $630 over the course of 1.5 months, and she had even brought up several times that she believes if she stopped sending him money, he would stop talking to her. When it comes to Angela Burlaka, there is enough evidence that nudes had been sent before he turned 18, as well as after. She could be charged with more if victims' parents would let them cooperate, but here we are. I'm not positive if more information is going to keep coming out about this case. If so, I would easily make a part 2 to this. It'll forever blow my mind that people will see that a boy was a victim and all of a sudden it doesn't matter.
True.
It always matters. I firmly believe that too many people knew, but it didn't matter because these were women teachers and the victim was a boy. Women need to be held to the same standard as men when it comes to pedophilia. I don't understand why that isn't the case. I hope you guys learned something.
Yeah, Allie's cooking, bro. Allie's cooking. Like, I also think it's better for men as much as it's better for women to make sure that we hold these people accountable. Like, it shouldn't be a part of guy culture of, ooh, you were young and taken advantage of. But, like, since you're a guy, it's cool. Like, it's not cool. It's just not. Like, it is never cool for you to be like, for another adult to be having the kind of relationship with a 16-year-old the way that these 2 women were having with that victim and the rest of the victims.
I'm glad I was able to talk about this story. I probably got to it too late, but I genuinely don't care. I'm just happy to be able to use my platform to talk about situations like this. If you would like to follow me on my other social media.
Okay, I think the rest is just little outro. Crazy, bro. Get your 30-year-old ass home. The fuck are you doing sleepovers for? Is fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was the redeeming comedy that we needed in just an absolute fuckery of a video, man. Sorry, not saying that Allie did a bad job. Allie did an amazing job. I'm gonna send this link in the chats. I need you guys to go sub to my home Skilly Vanilli Allie. She does a great job on her content, bro. She really does pour a lot of time and effort and research into her content. So please go give her a subscribe. Oh, age restricted video. Oh, damn. I mean, I guess that makes sense though, high key. Society needs to realize it's just as wrong when it happens to boys. Children are children, for real. Yeah, the most maddening part is that kids see these teachers as the cool teachers without realizing they're being taken advantage of. Agreed, man. Agreed. Ugh. 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 God damn, bro. God damn. I think there just needs to be a lot more education from parents, you know? Like, I never had a and I would venture to guess a majority of people don't have a conversation with their kids that's like, hey, if your teachers expect a relationship out of you that's more than more than teacher-student, it's weird. It's super weird. Like, you should never be Snapchatting your teacher. Like, I really want to have that conversation with my kid. That's like, if you avoid those conversations, because those are tough. You have to talk about sex with your kid. I could probably count under the age of like 18. I could probably count on both my hands the amount of conversations I had with my parents about sex. Anything related to sex. Like, there needs to be more conversations around it and why it's a bad thing. And those need to happen early on in a safe place where the kids don't feel like they're being berated or anything like that. To just be like, hey, at the end of the day, this is about your safety.